Welcome back to Investing and Trading Live. My name is Josh Lilquist, and man, we're getting into a lot of different topics here today, Al. We got through the income strategies on segment two. We talked about different wealth strategies in segment three, which really is kind of a two combined session because extra income builds that wealth bucket. And you're
Sure.
talking about how to protect that wealth bucket in that third segment, but also how to continue to grow that during retirement times. We had a lot of people texting in, and I think a lot of people are getting fired up right now because the opportunities that are showing that people that there is hope out there. There is ways to do that. There's strategies that are designed for us as the public to have those opportunities to build our wealth, to build our income, and it really doesn't start unless you start. And that's why we had a lot of people texting in. So congrats to those who did text in for the investing class. If you did miss that, just text the word investing to the number 210 right now for 2 seats for this class and the jumbo pack. So when you come in, make sure to ask for the jumbo pack. But when you text that number, the word investing to 210, you'll get a text right back and it'll guide you through how to register for this class. You can do it right from your mobile device and pick your own date. We'll also get you a call, make sure you have the details, but also let us know how that you were hoping that we could help you. We'll get you a call and we'll see what are the things that you're looking to learn and build, and we can cater this investing class to you. But you'll also get that jumbo pack that'll help you get started right away. So, Al, in this segment here, I just want to talk about a conversation I was having actually yesterday, and we were talking about how this guy was talking about how he has friends that are trading all day long, and they're full-time traders, and they're trading all day long, and it's consuming their whole life.
Hmm.
And he had some great comments. He says, I really want to have an income strategy to build wealth. He didn't have a retirement account set up yet. He was trying to build his own, and he wanted to use the market to do that. But he said, I don't want it to consume my life.
Hmm.
And I believe a lot of people think that's what trading and investing is trading and investing all day long. Well, for one, the stock market's only open 8:30 until 3 o'clock. But also, two, the volatility or the movement really only happens at the beginning and usually at the end of the day when there's more of movement. So if you're trading and investing during times, we'll call it the doldrums, when there's not a whole lot going on, you're just wasting time. Now, you talk a lot about strategies, especially in these investing classes, how to set your trades up and be able to walk away from it and let the trade work for you and not have it consume your life. Because I think a lot of people want to do this and say, oh, I don't want to have this be my job, right? Well, we don't
Hmm.
want to have something feel like a job. Have a strategy. I don't want to say the word passive because that's a word that can be taken many different ways, but having a strategy that allows you to do other things, and like what you said in the beginning segment, is how to have your money work for you.
Right. Well, one of the things that we do to look at the uniqueness of everybody is to help them put together a plan that is specific to them. And for some people, you mentioned trading in the morning, trading in the afternoon. For some people, the way that they trade, the assets that they're using, and the strategy that they're using may be more beneficial in the morning or maybe more beneficial in the afternoon. But that's all part of a plan, is identifying, is keeping track of what you do, how you're doing, the mistakes you're making, the successes you have. And we actually have a class that our students can attend. We do it for free. That is a personal trade plan class. And that's where we show you how to put together what's going to be. This is your trading Bible. This is what you should be able to go to no matter what's happening in the economy or the markets, and have a strategy that is designed to take advantage of that. It should help you to never have to say, uh-oh, what do I do now? But if you're looking for additional income, and by the way, we talk about income and wealth, you cannot have a wealth bucket, a retirement bucket, unless you have more income coming in than you're spending. So
Hmm.
that learning how to generate income while you're still working is hugely important. And that's hugely
Hugely, huh? I
important.
thought you might as well say bigly.
Okay, well, bigly and hugely, you choose whichever word you want to insert there. But and then when you go into retirement, you can still use those income strategies to continue to generate income off of your retirement money. But why would you want to do the use of the trading strategies instead of getting a job? Well, I mean, think about it. How much fun is it to have to go from your original job, instead of going home and spending time with your family, jumping in your car and going to a second job? Instead of maybe going out and playing golf on the weekends, you're delivering DoorDash or something like that. And there's certainly nothing wrong with that, doing those things. But is that how you want to spend your extra time?
So how does trading and investing, how are you able to do that?
Well, again, I mentioned using a strategy that shows you how to develop consistency, but it's and the other thing that is hugely important is controlling your
Well,
emotions.
my kid would say ginormous.
Okay, well, that's I like even like that better. This is ginormous. It's controlling your emotions, and the only way you're going to have the opportunity to do that is to follow a strategy that has a set of rules, a number of steps you follow based on a set of rules that are designed or put together in a way that gives you that consistency. Once you do that, it diminishes significantly the amount of time that you should be spending trading. If you are sitting in front of your computer all day long, I can guarantee you that the emotions that you were born with as a human being are going to interfere with your ability to be successful. Absolutely. And once you start watching, if you start looking at a chart of whatever you're investing in, and you see the price going up, you're going to be elated, and then all of a sudden it's going to maybe go down a little bit, and you're going to think, I got to get out, or whatever your emotions tell you
That's
to
kind of
do.
that's kind of like watching my flower garden. In the morning they don't look good, and then in the when the sun comes out, they start to bloom again,
Sure.
and I'm getting excited. And then in the evening, they start to close up again, and it gets sad
Yeah.
again.
Well, and the reality is that nothing moves in a straight line. So if you're watching something, it can be the greatest investment that you've ever had, but it's not going to go straight up every day. There will be times it pulls back. You have to be able to control the emotions that might get you out of something or into something at the wrong time. If you go to a job, what do you have to deal with? You have to deal with rules and regulations on a job. You have to worry about
Other people.
maybe other people that you have to deal with. Maybe you have to wear a suit. Maybe and there's always politics involved, office politics. You can't tell your boss on your second or third job, I want to make twice as much money now as I'm making. Uh, it doesn't happen that way. There's a restriction on the amount of money that you can make. Somebody else is determining that for you.
There's not a restriction in trading and investing, though, is there? Because you can scale it,
You
right?
do whatever, yeah, and you can do it when you want to. If you want to sleep a little bit late in the morning, you can sleep late in the morning. You don't have to get up and drive to a job that you don't want to go to in the first place, and you do it as much or as little as you want to. You can kind of determine really the amount of money you want to pull out of the market. Look at the market as a multi-trillion-dollar uh, ATM machine that you can access on a regular basis or whatever you choose from a time standpoint. But you need to have a strategy that is going to give you the opportunity to do this uh, where the probabilities are in your favor, where you have enough profit to make it worth whatever the risk is, but that risk should be very minimal.
Yeah. So basically, what Al is talking about is having your positions set before you even get in them.
Correct.
Have your entry point set up, so the computer will actually all execute it for you. So that's why when Al's talking about you don't have to be at your computer for this to happen, it will do it for you, and that's what we train you how to do to remove
Exactly.
those emotions. It'll get you in your trade, it'll get you out for your profit, or out with a very small loss and minimizing that risk. So that way you can do that comfortably. So that way you can walk away, as Al's talking about, go play golf. And the market's going to move. It's going to do whatever that it's going to do. There's nothing that you can do to influence it. Unless you're Buffett and you have billions of dollars, because it's the big money that moves the markets. That's the hugely advantage that we have, Al, is we are small.
Ginormous.
Yeah, we are small traders and investors in the markets. We can't move the market. Even if you have several millions and millions of dollars, it takes billions of dollars to actually move the markets, especially the currency market when there's $5 to $7 trillion traded per day. So to be able to be a needle in the haystack, that's our advantage. We can get in our trades and out of our trades without even being noticed. Because I tell you what, the institutions, they don't care about our accounts. They know what the strategies that the public is doing.
Absolutely.
If you don't have a strategy, they know that you're trying to buy and just hope it goes higher. So they're going to set traps. That they know that there's indicators out there, free indicators on all these platforms, Bollinger Bands, moving averages, stochastics, RSI, all that garbage that's out there. They know the public is using that. They can set traps for that. Those are all mathematical equations anyways, by the way. They're lagging indicators. So that's why we have a strategy of supply and demand to follow the institutions, follow the big money, trade like them, not against them, to make a smart investing decision. So to see that, come into this investing class by just texting the word investing to the number 210 for 2 seats and the jumbo pack. Make sure to pick up that jumbo pack when you come in. Text investing to the number 210 for 2 seats for this investing class. When you do that, you'll get a text right back guiding you through how to register for the class. It's simple. You can do it right from your mobile device. Al, we've had a great show here today. As I kicked off the show, we had an action-packed show, and I know you have today's OTA tip of the week. Let's hear it.
Well, in that first segment, I told people that you should imagine what you want your financial future to look like. And remember this, if you're living out of your imagination, you're living out of your potential. We often talk about how powerful it can be to imagine how you want things to be, what you want your future to look like. Successful people, by the way, often imagine themselves being successful before they are, and that's what helps them to realize their full potential. Your imagination can be one of the most powerful tools you have to change your future. Now's a good time to start using it.
That goes back to that positive affirmation. I'm glad you had that OTA tip of the week. So imagine, not I want to be successful, I am successful. Imagine yourself in that tense. Text investing to the number 210 to get started. As always, same time, same place next week. Until then, retire young, my friends.